Hello people of the internet, welcome back to MenraC Park. And we're starting off this episode a little differently today, so I wanted to do a voiceover time-lapse. Thanks for subscribers. It really means a lot. But I want to celebrate this occasion, I wanted to do what's it called? Crap. My brain's... I want to do a voiceover for the time-lapse. So you can actually see, so I can narrate how I'm building this coaster. Because this was absolute pain to build. Yeah. So we start by building the launch and the JoJo roll. This location does not change. I hate this location. I changed it entirely just because this location didn't work well. It just didn't really make much logistical sense. So I moved the location, and I explained why in the voiceover bit. But yeah, don't really want to explain anything much about the layout so far. But like, yeah. This one takes a lot of inspiration from Ride to Happiness and DC Rivals, as well as Copperhead Strike, and a few other mocks. Can't really look at them by name, but like, or remember their names, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. So next was an absolute painful element to build. There is awkward cutting in the time lapse, just because I wanted to cut out anything that didn't really stay, because there's like a whole bunch that didn't stay. Like this element's like the non-vertical loops, like where I like stopped building this, I cut first. So as soon as this thing's done, it's like I will cut. So there's a few awkward cuts. Just like know that it's gonna be a little weird, but yeah, whatever. So yeah. So this video took forever to make. I'm like recording this like maybe like, what time is it? It's 11:40 at night. So, and it is the day before this video goes up. So it's Friday, November 24th, and it's going live Saturday, November 25th. So yeah, I used the Copperhead Strike track to have the spine option, but I just never used it. I don't know why. I stopped using it during custom supporting because it made it more difficult. But at that point I should have just like not even did this. There's no time lapse for the custom supports just because it took 4 days. I mean, this layout also took 4 days, but like there was no way my computer was gonna store all that. I have like 40 gigabytes left of space. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no. That was an absolute pain to do, but, like, why am I going... What am I doing here? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I know what I was doing. I'm trying to do the banana roll. By stealing this one's profiling. Yeah, you can see how difficult this was. This banana roll took forever. But I did end up getting it. Pretty much how I like it. I did do a little bit of adjusting during custom supporting, but like, nothing too major. I didn't even keep this. This was just a pain. I have to abandon my ways of doing angle snap, and I don't want to do that. So I figured out a better way to do it. It worked really well. Still absolute pain to build it though. Yeah. So what I did was I made a normal banana roll, like on, you can find it on like Takabisha, Steel Curtain, stupid name for a roller coaster, Steel Curtain. So yeah, what else? You can find it on TMNT Shell Raiser. There's not many of these, I'm pretty sure there's only 5. But I'm trying to do the weird one on Ride to Happiness where it like twists out. So I started by just building a normal banana roll and just stretched it over. And then did banking, so. It worked well though, so that's all that matters. Yeah. So this was not This is a really fun coaster to build, but it was such a pain. Alright, so here we are at the second cut, where we then build the next element, which, as you can see, is a rather unique one for an Xtreme Spinner. Again, like, there's only 2 of these in existence, so I don't think I took any inspiration from Time Traveler. Not a bad thing. Not really, I don't really think so. This thing will possibly be the greatest coaster in the world, if you don't get motion sick like me. I get too sick. Alright, here's the cut where the actual location is. So I tried to do this like Project Exodus style turnaround. I tried so many times at this, it didn't work. I tried so many times, it just looked terrible every time. So I cut a bunch of attempts and I just did a cut back. That attempt looks stupid, so I just did a normal cutback. So yeah. Let me just tell you, this coaster was a pain to build. The cutback was reprofiled a bunch. Messed with a little bit. I got it to a point where I like it. You spin out of control. So I do want to talk about that. You spin out of control in POV, so if you get nauseous, don't watch it. If you get nauseous from watching stuff, don't watch the POV. It'll be at the end of the video. I'll put a nausea warning up. Don't watch it. It'll make you sick. Like, it spins out of control. Planet Coaster does not handle spinning coasters well, and it spins way too much. I know this because it doesn't obey the laws of physics on the brake run. It just spins rapidly. So yeah, don't watch it if you get sick. That was when I was trying to show my friend, I was building the coaster live, and I was trying to show my friend how to, what the FPS was. But, yeah. I'm turning it on now. It's like, I turned the graphics setting down to, just high, not ultra. Just because it was taxing my frame rate a lot. So yeah, now we're actually getting there. This is, I believe, the final day of work. That was a weird thing. This was a weird bit to build. So yeah, then I started building backwards, just to connect up a little bit, so I can do that. And then I can just do the step up under flip. Why did I try? I put a speed on there before? Oh, it's a weird choice. But the banging on this bit is a little wonky, so just know that it like sort of like banks in, banks out, banks in, banks out. It's weird. But it ended up working, so that's the part that matters. And yeah. Really taking a while. So yeah, I do think this is the end of the time lapse, so I'm gonna cut to current me and I'll see you in a second. Alright people, we're back in MenraC Park, and we have the Xtreme Spinner and the ride area finish. And this took a completely different direction from what I was originally planning. So, this was originally going to be a Viking themed area. And it was going to be by the hypercoaster over in this space. This is just some stuff for next episode. The hammer swing and the boat ride. That's for next episode. I'll worry about that later. I was originally going to put it back here, but I was like, well, then this area seems a little too stacked for coasters. And this seems like a much better space. Because the original plan was just, like, to not do this until, like, January. Because I didn't expect to hit 50 subscribers so fast. So, there's going to be the Xtreme Spinner probably going to be, like, somewhere over here. But I have the station right here, and then go around this area. More out and back. But this took a completely different direction from what I was planning, and I don't mind it. It's really nice. So yeah, instead of going to Viking theme, I did this Bavarian theme idea. So don't have names for these buildings yet, but it's 11 o'clock, and I don't feel like coming up with stuff. I'll write them in German and stuff. It's fine. I'll do it later. But I want to get this video uploaded. So it's 11 a.m. It's 11 p.m. on the 24th, which is going live tomorrow morning. This video is going live tomorrow morning. So I kind of want to finish it. So yeah. Let's go through the layout. You start with a curved JoJo roll, a twisted JoJo roll, like Ride to Happiness does. It doesn't turn. Or it's 180 degrees instead of 90 degrees, like Ride to Happiness does. Then it goes into a launch, which, unlike Ride to Happiness, does a stop on the way there. Just wanted to go straight forward because it actually makes the acceleration a little bit better. And forces like Mack does, so yeah, just made more sense. See, then it goes into the Outer Bank top hat, which is pretty similar to Ride to Happiness. It turns more, but it's still pretty realistic. Then it goes into something that hasn't been on Xtreme Spinner, a non-inverting loop. This one is pretty similar to DC Rivals. It might not be exact, but I can't really do anything else about that, so it's pretty similar to DC Rivals. The supports are exactly the same as DC Rivals, so yeah. Then it goes into a bunny hop into a banana roll. This was a pain, 1, to profile, and 2, to support. These two supports right here took 3 hours. Something like that. I don't know exactly sure how many, but it was like something around 3 hours to do. It's awful. Then it goes into a camelback. Once again, similar to DC Rivals, but like the track's just basic camelback. So then it does a cutback, like what's found like Copperhead Strike. I'm not exactly sure. It's like a mix of Copperhead Strike and a normal cutback. Like I'm pretty sure like Copperhead is like a mix of an inverted top hat and a cutback. It's weird. See, then there's a turn into a twisted speed hill or whatever that goes into the second launch, which is weird. Like it launches, so like you're spinning while you're launching, while you're getting airtime. Insanity. But then I decided to take an invert element on Ride to Happiness and just reverse it. I want to pause the game so you can see the train going through it. A non-inverting dive loop, except this one's reversed because it's not. So it's a non-inverting Immelman. I mean, double inverting Immelman. I am so dead right now. A double inverting Immelman. So goes up into a twist out, levels out right here. For does a downward facing GOG roll. This would probably be really insane, just because it's sort of like the best comparison I can draw is to like maybe the death roll in Iron Gwazi, except you're spinning, so not really that similar at that point. Not really that similar. It's literally just absolute insanity. See, then it goes into a turning hill, levels out, there's another turn, levels out again, zero does a step wonder flip, so, which this is just turning in the same direction the entire time, so it like turns, levels out, then inverts and turns the other direction, so. And the autosave is killing me, so. Yeah, so yeah, then it goes into this, a speed hill, and a little hop up into the brakes. Turns factors there. So the reason this ride took so long, it took 4 days to build, starting from my birthday, and it ending on like the Sunday after my birthday. It was insane. It took so long. So yeah, then after that, it took another 4 days to the custom supports, mainly because of the connectors, because like you had to level out each one, and the banana roll supports and this thing supports. Once I got past the banana roll, it was pretty simple, but this first section was just a nightmare to do. Never again. That was awful. So, yeah. But it took forever. It was a pain. I made sure they're as realistic as possible. This is a pain. Thanks for the subscribers. Alright, so next let's go through the queue line. It's literally just a bunch of switchbacks and stuff. Not very interesting. It's MenraC Park. What can you expect? Can't really expect me to do theming. I didn't put too much plant work because this would be brand new. It would be opening next year. And actually, let's go to right here, which is something interesting. The first time I've done this, double-sided lockers. So you put your lockers in your stuff in here, and you grab them while exiting the ride in this building right here. So yeah, it's cool. Velocicoaster has these, Wildcats Revenge has these, Steel Vengeance does, a lot of coasters do now. But yeah, they're like completely different to like the lockers you find on like something like El Toro or Sky Rush. So, like these ones. So let's cash grab. And these, like all the lockers in this park will be free. Unlike Six Flags Great Adventure, where you have to pay $2 for it. Absolute scam. Yeah, good thing I don't have to ever buy lockers. So yeah, you go up these stairs, it's into a long stretch, and into the station, which is very simple. And yeah, so pretty simple. Not really going to dwell on it too long. You got the push point right here. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell on the station too long. It's literally nothing. It doesn't have shelves in here because you have all your stuff in lockers. So yeah, you don't need it. So yeah, you go down this ramp. This will be where wheelchair access comes in. Then you go into this room with the upside lockers and the ride photos are. It's like a very compact building. It contains a station, locker system, and the ride photos. So 3 important things in one. Alright, so next. This is a staff building. Just needed to add an extra building to take up space. The gift shop right here, one of my better gift shops, I would say. It's still not great, but I like it better than I do some other ones. Restroom, copy and paste stuff. I don't do individual restrooms. And then this big building over here, the restaurant. It's actually pretty nice. I do like these menus. I just looked them up on the Maker's Toolkit menu, and they look awesome. I like them. Of course, since it's a German themed area, we have beer. It's just a go-up standing game, but like beer. Yeah, tables and stuff, trash cans. Here's the log flume right here. So we're behind it now. We're like right over here now. This area's not done, and this area's not done. I will try and do that next episode. Because the next episode is going to be a small episode, no coaster next week. Obviously, I just want to get this area done. So I can work on this next area. And also so I can have time to catch up. Because this took until, like, 13 minutes ago. So, yeah. Now, the buildings were fun to put together because, like, I really didn't want to use the in-game Bavarian stuff because they don't have a station gateway stuff, and it looks terrible. So, I did it myself. This took forever. It actually looks nice, though. Made these cool Bavarian intricate designs and stuff with geometric shapes and stuff. Didn't want to do any half circles, but I could have. But I didn't, though, because it wasn't a good idea. It would have taken forever, and this video would not be out tomorrow, so yeah. Other than that, there's not really much to say. Thanks for 50 subscribers. It really means a lot. And that sounds so fake. Thanks for subscribers. It really means a lot. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this stupidly hard coaster to build. I really understand how difficult this would be. But thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Here's the POV. I'll see you next one.